Warning, this podcast may contain spoilers. What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the As-Seen-On-TV podcast for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2, Episode 12, Who You Really Are. I'm your host, Mike, and joining me are the usual faces, Clio.
Hello.
And Erika.
Let's kill Mac.
No, don't kill Mac.
We were all sad.
He's saying dumb shit, but he doesn't deserve to die.
I was saying last season that, before the winter break, that, no, don't kill Mac, I'm so sad, he's my favorite new character. Now, should have let the alien friggin' city have him.
Right.
No. I'm conflicted because I'm like, you're a fucking hypocrite saying don't keep secrets to Fitz, who's like your best bro. So
Right.
I'm mad at him for that, but I still don't want him to die because it's sad.
Don't keep secrets. Meanwhile, he's keeping secrets. I abhor violence, and then at the end, he's choking Hunter out.
Yeah. Oh, that was a thing. That happened.
It's like, Mac, tell me, I cornered you. And it's like, all right, man. The secret is, sleep now. Nothing but dreams. Sleep. And, yeah, that was fun. But
I was like, oh no, please don't kill him. And then he was like on the floor, still breathing. I'm like, thank God. But what are you gonna do now?
Right, now he's obviously onto you.
Yeah, you fucking knocked him out.
He was onto you already, and now you just, you applied the sleeper.
Right.
Now, there was no way you're getting out of that now. Maybe you could have explained things to him. Brought him in on it. Who knows? Now, that's it. You're done.
I think he knows Hunter's too smart. Hunter is also very, like, when he latches onto something, he doesn't let it go. Mm-hmm. He's not one to let something fester.
Mm-hmm. Fester.
Gomez.
Yeah.
Go fester.
God. So this episode, we find out that, it starts with Lady Sif walking out of the ocean, not knowing who the hell she is, winds up kicking some poor horny teenager across the beach. Actually, I laughed my ass off at that.
That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That was hilarious.
So we get Lady Sif again. Recurring guest. Yeah. I like this.
Honestly, if I was one of that kid's friends, I probably would have laughed really hard before I went to see if he was okay.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you got punted. You cool?
Oh.
You good? You need a doctor?
Right? Okay.
You alright? You good?
There you go.
Shake it off. Shake it off. So, yeah, Lady Sif is back. She's hunting some dude who turns out to be a Kree in disguise, which is awesome. We actually got a Kree.
Yes!
Yeah. Played by the guy from Warehouse 13, which was amazing.
Yes! All the yeses.
All the yeses. Yeah, there are going to be spoilers in this. I'm sorry. So his name is Vintak the Kree. And he came because he received a signal that a diviner was activated, and somebody may have been transformed. And he's here to kill them.
Right.
So let's just talk about that. He further name drops and confirms Terrigenesis.
Yes.
So we're they're not making up some new system. They're going with what the comics have already established, more or less.
Well, didn't Sky's mom call it Terrigenesis? They called it.
Yeah, they did. But he further cements it. States that it was thought up as a way to manufacture slave weapons for the Kree in their failing war with whoever the hell they were fighting at the time.
Was it the Nova?
It was an ancient war. I don't know if it was the Nova.
Ancient war. Oh, my bad. That's a more recent war.
Could have been whoever.
Yeah.
The Nova Corps.
Yeah, right?
Nope.
The
Nova Corps, the Shi'ar, the Spartax, or the Spartoi. How would you pronounce that? Anyway. So yeah, he confirms that fanatical Kree, and then paraphrasing here. I can't talk. My allergies are distracting me. I'm sorry. Fanatical Kree faction manufactures this system, gets it right on Earth, but the better people of his race stopped them. And yet, at the same time, he says he doesn't want the Kree Empire to find out that the system was successful. So, I'm going to guess that the current Kree Empire aren't as noble as his ancestors who stopped this. Right?
I mean, you only have to look at Ronan to...
Well, Ronan was one Kree.
Yeah, but the rest of the Kree were like, we don't actually care what he's doing to you.
True.
So...
In this whole episode, I was waiting for some kind of, I was waiting for Sif to name drop, like, to allude to Guardians of the Galaxy, like, we don't trust the Kree. One of them tried to destroy a planet recently.
He might not have been involved in that.
It's kind of odd how Guardians of the Galaxy is connected, but still not connected to the MCU.
Yeah.
Because it's like, we know all this stuff is going on at the same time, but yet they're not actually touching. It's not like, Avengers leads into Iron Man, leads into, Thor, leads,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like when they pull in things like the Kree and the Nova Corps or whatever, it's like all these things are kind of mixing and washing, but they're not. It's like, meanwhile, on the other side of the galaxy, this is happening,
Yes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile.
I feel like it's just right now world building. They're giving us like the information to be hey, we saw one of those in the other thing, and now one of them is here.
Right, one of them is here.
I don't know. From what I've heard about James Gunn, who writes Guardians of the Galaxy, he doesn't want there to be any crossovers, and I'm like, why? What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
it feels like the purpose.
He doesn't want that, but yet he's not the one actually in control of it.
That's true.
The guy at Disney who is the executive in control of the MCU, I forget his official title, but that's what his job is.
Whatever, CEO of Marvel Studios or whatever.
Well, it's his job is to look after the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of like Joss Whedon worked for him, basically, is the way it worked.
Right.
And now, I forget the guy's name, but his whole theory is to have all this kind of mixed together, but not. It doesn't have to overlap, and it doesn't all have to go run sequentially.
Right.
But it does have to all be at the same time, and along the same canon. So it's really kind of nice to see that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do not envy that man. He has a hard job.
He does have a hard job. And keep doing it well, please.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have Vintak the Kree. He has a lovely hammer that only he can use. And
what was it?
It's a truncheon.
Truncheon.
It's a truncheon.
You're on truncheon, dude.
He has a truncheon that can erase people's memories.
The hell is a truncheon? Did he make up that word? Is that a made-up word for this weapon?
Let me find you the exact...
It's an actual medieval weapon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A short, thick stick carried as a weapon by a police officer. Okay, that's that.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's like another word for billy club, almost.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. That's that.
Because it looked like a hammer to me, and I was just like, I guess that's the Kree word for hammer.
No, well.
No, it's a... Yeah.
He erased Sif's memory with it, and then gave it back to her. It's a crazy ninja kick maneuver.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's here to find whoever transformed. And meanwhile, this whole time, here's Skye standing there, getting increasingly nervous, like, shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
That really kind of made me wonder, because if he's, if his main goal is to find this person, then his methods of detection are really bad. He's standing right next to the person he's trying to find, and he doesn't know it.
Well, as he said, the changes could be, hidden. There could be no outward signs whatsoever. So, if Skye doesn't show any visible signs of changing, he'll never know. But you're right. If he's here to find these people, you think he would have a way to detect them.
But he's also just on his own. This is
True.
not like a Kree Empire sanctioned mission. This is, I have to find these Inhumans and I have to take care of them.
Right.
Which begs the question, why him?
Yeah, why him? Is he like the last of this noble clan of Kree?
Maybe.
Wow.
Which is bad because they just wiped him out.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just wiped his memory at the end of this.
And sent him off to Asgard.
So, yeah, send them off to Asgard. It's like a Kree lands on Earth, so, we're sending someone to investigate. We don't like them. So really this episode, everything went down in like the last 10 minutes of this episode when all the when Sky lost it.
Right.
She's getting increasingly emotional. Her room starts shaking, and then they all realize she's doing it. And that's when the shit hits the fan.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. May knew something was off the whole time. She just couldn't put her finger on it.
Yeah. Well, at first she thought that Sky was just holding back her emotions, so she was holding back her fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't realize until, wait, this is a little more than that.
Yeah, it's a little more than that. So, that, and then, let's keep going here. Coulson wants to protect her. Sif and, Vintak want to just, Sif wants to take her back to Asgard to be, looked after, and Vintak just wants to kill her on the spot. That's not going to go over too well. So,
No.
they get her out of there. They're running by. Fitz is freaking out as soon as the earthquake starts happening.
Because he knows exactly what's happening.
This was, one of the greater parts of the episode for me. They're running by, she runs by with Coulson and May, protecting her. Simmons is looking confused, and then Fitz is like, she's like, you knew? It's like, yeah, bye. The look on her face.
No, yeah, Fitz didn't get the chance to even stutter at her.
No,
he just
exactly.
ran out.
And the look on her face, it's like, she just discovered that her best friend is a Cylon or something.
Yeah, no, that's exactly.
That was the exact
the
look on her
perfect-
face.
It's a perfect analogy.
And
Right.
I mean, I used to like Simmons.
I know, me too. She's stuck in her head with all this grief and guilt, and she can't get away from it.
I know. I mean, she's got to find some way to get past it. Otherwise, she's gonna, be the new.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
The two people she confided in the most, Trip and Fitz, are now not on her side or dead.
Well, one is
one is dead, and one she feels betrayed by.
Well, one, yeah.
So she's not going to get past this emotional shit because she's got nobody to talk to now.
I mean, initially she could have. She had the two people she confided in, Trip and Fitz. Fitz is mentally unstable. Mm-hmm. He's getting better, but he was, completely shattered, and now Trip's dead. Literally shattered. I was not trying to go there. I'm sorry.
Went there, though.
My brain took me there without me knowing.
Right.
So she's got nothing. She's got no one left. So now it's just like, okay, superpowers did this. Trying to understand alien stuff. So exterminate, must kill. She's developing, at the beginning of the episode, she's developing stronger icers to take people down. It's going to be a more concentrated dose of, dendrotoxin. I'm just thinking, oh, so now they're going to be as lethal as a bullet. Why not just use, a lead slug? It'll have the same effect.
Is that what Sky shot herself with? The heavier dose?
I think she just shot herself with a normal dose.
Okay, all right.
Because, Sky...
Because I didn't even...
She was walking around at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
But, no, Goblin Graph in chat just says Simmons might join in with Bobby and Mac. Who knows whatever they're up to. Let's get to that. What are they up to?
Oh, my God. I don't know, but... we theorized that they could be working for Fury, but this episode makes me feel like that's less likely because it seems like something that's a little not complete traitor-ish, but more nefarious than just working for Fury. Because because they were worried that everyone would feel betrayed, when their friends were Hydra. So it has to be something big. but not so big that
Well,
they'd be full-on traitors.
right, and Hunter picked up on this. Like when they're in the hallway trying to stop, Lady Sif and Vintak, they say, let's call in backup. Well, who's backup? What is backup? Is it like a SWAT team? Is it some kind of superhero? Dom says they're up to daredevil things. I don't know.
Daredevil things?
Sure.
Yeah.
Defenders, etc.
Oh.
I doubt Daredevil has anything to do with this.
Could be, you never know. But who is their backup? And that's what Hunter picked up on before he got the sleeper hold.
Right.
The end of the episode, that just keeps the sleeper hold keeps coming up. The popular theory on Reddit is still that, or it was for the longest time, that's how they're setting up S.H.I.E.L.D. for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But now it's between. Actually, we say they're working for Fury, but the other thing is they're working for Talbot.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
As when I was looking it up and talking to people, that actually now, even after this episode, that seems like the most logical, most sensible thing that would happen is Talbot and by extension the federal government, the CIA, whatever.
Right.
I think it was CIA in the comic books, but it would be Talbot in the MCU. Is now has two agents that he knew S.H.I.E.L.D. would take on no problem. Bobby Morris, Bobby being, Coulson's best friend, so to speak, and they're working for him. They're working, and they are loyal to S.H.I.E.L.D. They're not Hydra. They're not in trying to derail S.H.I.E.L.D., but they're more of, I need inside information. I need to know if they're a threat to me. I need to know what they're doing,
right, and
et cetera, et cetera.
As you mentioned in pre-show, when we were setting up, that's probably why Talbot is so not anti-S.H.I.E.L.D. right now.
That's why he's cooperating with them so much now.
Yeah, he's cooperating because he's got two people on the inside.
Yeah, that's that. I hadn't put that together, so that's starting to make a little more sense.
It makes sense because they're looking for Fury's toolbox, and who, aside from Talbot, would love to get his hands on that more right now? Because it's pretty much, if it's all Fury's files, that's pretty much everything S.H.I.E.L.D. had on everybody.
We talked about this, how it could be like separate hard files, but it could actually not be files. It could be protocols or, I don't know, other stuff.
I liked the, Fury stuff. This was a Reddit comment last week I read. Fury stuff went out on the internet with Winter Soldier. All that's left is the location of 5 bases. Or the location of 5 bases and instructions for Coulson to do payroll. How to do S.H.I.E.L.D.'s payroll. And probably the true number of how many Patton Oswalts there are. We still don't know. So, hopefully that comes out soon. I mean, it's got to come out soon. Mac just choked out Hunter, and he's not going to forget. He's going to wake up and remember that.
Yeah. I mean, they're a small team. Secrets don't last long.
No. I half expect him to wake up in that holding cell in the basement.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. I mean, that would be discovered pretty quick, though.
It would be.
Yeah, but it's like an interrogation thing, like, how much do you know, et cetera.
Yeah.
Him and Bobby standing over him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goblin Graph just said that he thinks Fury's toolbox is a list of superpowered humans.
Like it's the full list.
The list, yeah. Because, oh wait, what did what's his name? The Index. Maybe it's the Index is in there.
Well, because
like a physical copy of the Index.
When Cal was going on, he said, like he says, Index, maybe meet up, like the way he said it, like meet up with old people. Mm-hmm. And I mean, if you saw the promo for next episode, you know what he was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
Yeah. So maybe it's like lists of weaknesses and of these superpowered people.
That would be nice. Well, not really.
Well, not nice.
Well, that would kind of sidestep the whole mutant registration thing if they've already got the list already.
Yeah.
Well, these guys aren't mutants.
Well, the MCU interpretation of it.
Yeah, the MCU
The equivalent
interpretation,
of mutant registration.
and with Civil War coming up and everything.
Well, the mutant registration wasn't just we have your identities. It was you need to register with the government and listen to their take orders. I think was it more than just.
It was physically presenting yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that would be kind of used, over their heads. Like, we know who you are. We know, who needs to come forward. If you don't, we will come get you.
Yeah.
What is the thing? Conformity will be rewarded, or whatever.
How did he put that? Compliance will be rewarded?
Yeah, compliance will be rewarded.
Yes. So at the end, Skye ices herself with one of the knockout darts, so it'll shut off, hoping that it'll shut off the earthquakes, which it did. And that made Sif realize, maybe we can leave her here and she can get the help she needs. I don't have to take her to Asgard, where they're going to lock her in a cell, probably. Or just kill her.
Right.
But that's something I... Like, they said they're supposed to be slave warriors for the Kree. Does that mean that there's some kind of thing written into their genetic makeup where they now have to obey the Kree? Or was that just... They figured when the Kree turned them, they would be able to indoctrinate them and treat them as slaves?
Yeah, I mean, with the appropriate amount of force of an advanced people on a less advanced people, then you have slaves.
Right. Okay. So, Vintak's mind was wiped. He went back to Asgard with Sif. Said thank you to Coulson because he's being so kind to him.
I missed... Yeah, that was funny. I missed people calling him Son of Cole.
Yeah, Son
I missed
of Cole.
that. So nice.
It's like, who are you? He's like, Son of Cole. I'm a friend. Shakes his hand. Why is my hand not blue? You're in disguise.
That was great. I was actually very... I wanted to see him in blue more.
Yeah, like when he was fixing whatever machine was keeping him disguised, and I saw him blue, I'm like, okay, so Sif is here. What the hell? Is he a Kree? Is he a frost giant? What the hell is this guy?
Those were the two options I had in my head, too. He's too small to be a giant.
I liked when Sif still hadn't had her memories, still was, amnesia or whatever, and she was like just spouting off this information. Coulson was like, "You learned that as a kid?" And she turns around to him and is like, "You didn't?"
You didn't?
Yeah, you didn't?
Like, you don't learn this as a child? The mention of Thor just makes her smile. I don't know why.
Why am I smiling?
Who can explain the mysteries of the Asgardian brain? And then you see May's face, and it's totally like, oh, you mentioned Thor. I could 100% tell you why she's smiling.
Yeah, she's like, that has nothing to do with being Asgardian.
Nope. And then Willy Wonka blue. That's what color Kree are.
Willy Wonka blue?
Well, yeah, that's what she said.
Veruca Salt blue?
Yeah, like, he started turning blue like he just ate a Willy Wonka something or other. Yeah. The Kree are Willy Wonka blue. So, that was this episode. It was good. Man, like this whole season.
I was clenched for a good portion of it.
So was I.
Yeah, it was good.
Simmons is either going to have she's going to either join Mac or Bobby. She's going to come to her senses and become old Simmons again, or she's going to have a mental break and start shooting people.
I forgot to say this earlier because we moved on or something, but maybe she found S.H.I.E.L.D. Because she has the right ideology right now to form something like S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, my. Well, that's a good one.
Imagine her director of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm scared already.
All these alien powers are dirty, dirty, dirty. They must be clean. That's why the dog had to die. He was unclean.
I can imagine her being like hell, my friends ruined me. They always called her Aunt Jemima. It was the leader of Checkmate. What's her name?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That always I can imagine Simmons turning into that now.
Amanda Waller.
Yeah, Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah, I see
imagine.
that.
Yeah.
And Goblin Graph says he thinks this is all the start of Civil War and Sword.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what this is. This is butter, this is greasing the wheels for Civil War to start, which we know is happening at probably either at the end of Age of Ultron or directly following it.
Yeah.
I mean, we know it's coming after that.
Oh, shoot. I actually meant to say something. What was it I meant to say? Oh, that, like, we talked about Simmons, like, she's breaking down, but in this episode, even her, like, smiles didn't feel genuine anymore.
No, they don't.
Like,
They
the
feel
way
forced.
she was yeah. And I was like, that is the scariest thing ever. Stop smiling.
Good acting to pull that off, I'll tell you that.
Oh, my God. Yeah, she's a great actress.
If you want to talk about acting, let's point out how Skye absolutely killed it. Or how Chloe Bennett actually absolutely killed it this episode.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was actually, she was actually crying / tearing up.
And it's like, Skye, what's doing this? I am. Well, now she's locked in the bus. Well, she imposed it on herself. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and she also saw how everyone, like, Mac blurted it out. Oh,
Well,
she's standing in
Fitz
the doorway.
Yeah, Fitz is trying to defend her. And,
Yeah.
like, even arguing with Simmons, like, what would you have done? You would have taken to a place to have been handled. Or whatever. And, don't tell me that's how you wouldn't react. That's how you reacted with me. When I came back different and all that other stuff. And then, Mac blurts that out. And it's like, oh, right, she's standing right there, isn't she? Well, that's going to be interesting. But that's the next episode. So, coming up then... Did we miss anything?
Probably not.
No. I like guest appearances.
Oh, yes. Especially Lady Sif.
Yeah, that was perfect. Anyway, next episode is called One of Us, and here's the synopsis. It's another one of those synopses that pisses me off, and you'll see why. Cal seeks revenge on Coulson by assembling a team of supervillains to destroy S.H.I.E.L.D. And from the looks of it, I gotta go watch it again to figure out, one guy screamed and people started fainting, another chick's got their claws growing out of her knuckles. That's gonna be fun. To destroy S.H.I.E.L.D. Meanwhile, May calls on renowned Dr. Andrew Garner, her charismatic ex-husband, with a crisis that threatens to tear the team apart. I thought
He's
we
an
got past this.
ex-husband?
Yeah, I know, right?
He has an ex-husband?
I thought we got past these synopses.
What do you mean threat? Of course something's going to threaten to tear the team apart. Why are you shocked at this?
I thought we were past the synopsis, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I thought we were done with this ABC's promotional department.
No. Walking Dead does the exact same shit. Walking Dead is worse.
Something that threatens to kill somebody. Well, Walking
Dead is worse.
Walking Dead's in a zombie apocalypse. People could die any second.
Yes, this is true.
But this... A crisis that threatens to tear the team apart. Based on the synopsis, he's talking to Skye to help her try to control her emotions better.
Who? Cal?
No, Dr.
Oh, yeah.
Ex-Mr. May.
Yeah.
Well,
oh, sorry, go on.
we knew that she had an ex because of that car ride with her mom before.
Yeah, we do. And Goblin Graph says Angar the Screamer is the screaming guy. I gotta look at these people. Because they've been going with, some obscure and lesser-known villains. Like, they went with, what was his name? Absorbing Man for the beginning of this season. That was amazing. So, that's nice. Anyway, that's next episode.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I had something. Oh, I wanted to talk about Cal?
Cal?
Yeah. He's like, this is how you treat people like us. I'm like, people like you? Bitch, you human.
Bitch, you human.
You're just crazy.
Well, we haven't found... they haven't revealed the details of him. If they're going the whole Calvin Zabo...
Oh, yeah.
Then he basically invented the real-life version of the Mr. Hyde formula.
Yeah. Okay, fine. But
yeah.
I'm like, you're not Inhuman, dude. Calm down.
No, you're not Inhuman. You married one.
Yeah. And your daughter doesn't want anything to do with you.
No, because you're crazy.
Right.
That shit crazy.
Anyway,
Sorry.
that's our show. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
We'll find out more next week.
Hey, we better find out more next week.
There's really only one thing left to say, and we're 2 episodes into the season. I wonder if they're going to keep this hype train building, or if they're going to actually fall back on the filler episodes like they always do.
Maybe.
I hope they keep this hype train building. I hope they keep this building, riding it straight to Avengers, which is in less than 2 months.
May 1st.
Yeah, it's May 1st.
Because, you know, they're going to build it. It's going straight through to Avengers, and then there's 2 episodes after Avengers. So they're going to ride it, building up to Avengers, and then level off with that. I hope.
Well,
Could be wrong.
I think it's going to be like last season, where we got Captain America. We got S.H.I.E.L.D, Captain America, and a couple of episodes left till the season finale. I think it's a similar thing to this.
Right.
Yeah.
Where they drop the the Hydra bomb in Winter Soldier, and then it's just like, you know, Bill Paxton is like, oh hell, Hail Hydra.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious.
I know. Anyway, Erika, where can they find you?
Pretty much everywhere at Erika Rain 7.
Indeed.
Yes.
May 1st. Dom spells it May as in Agent May. Clio, where can they find you?
They can find me at Clio Moto on the socials and on Twitch at the Clio Moto. I am actually going to be streaming right after this, so go over to twitch.tv/the Clio Moto.
Awesome. And you can find me on Twitter at Thilladrin and Twitch at Thilladrin. I probably won't be streaming right after this. You can find us all on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Gmail, Google+, and MySpace. ASOTV Podcast, all one word. You can follow us at those places for some more podcasts or some of your favorite TV shows. Thank you for watching, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow.